1 year ago, an unspeakable act.
At that point, as he made entry, he began shooting children, teachers, anybody that was in his way.
19 children, 2 teachers, gunned down on a Texas elementary school campus. Uvalde was forever changed.
Gonna miss him. I already missed the hug already.
So were you.
Because our world isn't getting better, it's getting worse.
So were we.
One can only imagine that in those moments when those shots were fired, that those teachers did everything that they could to protect those students.
1 year later, we return to Uvalde, a community still grieving, still struggling, still asking why.
And good morning to you. I'm Owen Conflenti.
And I'm Amy Davis. KPRC2 anchor Sophia Ojeda is live this morning in Uvalde. She is across from Robb Elementary, where the number of items remembering the victims is growing at the scene. Good morning, Sophia.
Good morning, Owen and Amy. Yes, that does continue to grow. We are here in the town of Uvalde, right across from Robb Elementary School. And when you come into the community, when you come here, right across from the school, the emotions, all of the emotions from that day, they don't go away. The sadness, the grief, the fear, the uncertainty, all of that comes back. And as you can see behind me, that memorial continues to grow. It's 21 crosses, beautiful crosses with the names of each victim, each child, 19 students, 2 teachers, their pictures, flowers, all in front of Robb Elementary School here as we remember, the community continues to remember those lives lost that day 1 year ago. Now, we did speak with one mother from a group called Surviving Parents of Southeast Texas about what this time of year does to families who have lost loved ones to gun violence.
It was a lot of things that I needed, and no one was there to give me these things.
Demetricia lost her daughter, 26-year-old Deshandra Guillory, to gun violence. She was 4 months pregnant. A man she was dating at the time got into an argument with the gunman.
Shot through the window, saying he didn't realize that he had shot her, and then he went in and shot and killed her boyfriend.
Demetricia says that was one of the darkest times in her life, but together with a local police detective and a mom who also lost her child to gun violence, they started the group Surviving Parents of Southeast Texas.
Okay, you can do this. It's about giving back. You didn't have no one to, go through the system with you, or a shoulder to crown who would just listen and understand your tears. The most important thing that they can make it is the thing called hope. And the thing I always tell them, we're going to move from grief to hope together.
The group, based out of Beaumont, helps families all over the world.
Anywhere there's a tragedy, we're there. We coming. You could depend on us. We have some grief support groups. We help with funeral expenses.
And last year, they did come. They came to Uvalde to help the families of the 21 victims. And they plan to be here again this week, this 1 year mark, to offer support and meet with families.
The hardest day that you had to live through was the day and the moment that they were shot and killed. And you made it past that moment. So I always showed them that from that moment, your life did change. But I'm here to show you that it's some shifting and changing going to have to be, but you will be able to make it. We, as survivors, will never get over the loss, ever, but we will learn how to move through our grief, and that is something that's important.
And the group, Surviving Parents of Southeast Texas, has a room full of stuff to bring here to Uvalde, to the community that is continuing to grieve, continuing to heal. Teddy bears, cards, balloons, donations. The group is renting a U-Haul to bring all of the items here to mark this 1 year since the loss of the 21 victims in the Robb Elementary School shooting. If you want to help out, there is a GoFundMe account set up. We'll have have that link up on our website and social media at clicktohouston.com. Demetria also adds that if anyone is in need of any kind of counseling, she's also a grief coach. She says anybody who's in need of grief counseling, this group is open to anyone who has lost a loved one, not just those who have lost children. She says you can reach out to her directly. She's always there, and she wants to help families to be able to learn to live with the grief. She says that you'll learn to live with the grief. It doesn't go away, but it's able to coincide with some hope as well. Owen, Amy?
Yeah, it's that old expression, you never get over it, you learn to live with it. Sophia, before we continue our coverage back here, I want to ask you, we know that the school's closed forever, but we know what's going to become, what will become of that site, that location where the school is.
So, Owen, at this point, it's still uncertain exactly what will happen and become of the school here. The only thing certain is that no student will ever walk into the hallways of Robb Elementary School again as a student or as a teacher. They are planning to tear down the elementary school. As far as what goes in its place, it still has not been decided yet. We've heard plans about a playground, but families don't really believe that that would be appropriate. They just want something that is peaceful in its place. And we know that the Uvalde CIC Moving Forward Foundation, they, in collaboration with HEB and the HEB's owners, the Butt family, they have all been raising money for a new school, because a new school is going to be built about 2 miles from here. They were able to raise about $10 million so far, and as of right now, we are expecting that new school will break ground possibly this summer.
All right, Sophia Ojeda, live for us in Uvalde this morning. Sophia, thank you. We'll talk to you in a little while.